Welcome back to Phoebus. I'm Wube Gabre along with my partner Fred Edgar here at Phoebus High School for a girls matchup between the Hampton Crabbers and the Phoebus Phantoms. For the starters for Phoebus, Diamond Johnson, the guard, number 3. It's going to be Nairi Evans, Jakayla Howard, and Romy Dancer. For the Hampton Crabbers, it's going to be Destiny Robinson, the senior, Amaya Ray, Candace Johnson, and Lene Stokes, along with Jayla Mickey, the senior. Hampton comes in with 1 district loss to Kecoughtan, and they can clinch the district title with a win tonight, a win against Gloucester, and a win Friday against Woodside. And Phoebus with a district record of 9-5, and they're 12-6 overall.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to welcome to the court.
So now Phoebus' starters.
Lady Phantoms, coached by Calvin Bell. Starting out tonight for the Lady Phantoms, number 1 on her jersey, number 1 in your heart, Juliana Jules Robinson.
And Miss Robinson is another starter for Phoebus.
And welcome number 4,
Juliana Robinson. And there's 4 Evans, Nairi Evans, the senior, and Jakayla Howard. He's another senior for Phoebus. And there's Dancer, number 13, another senior for Phoebus.
Here's the young lady that everybody is wanting to see play right here. Diamond Johnson, number 3.
We got word, Frank, before the game that this is going to be her last game as a Phantom. She's going to transfer up to Philly, where her family is from. Very unfortunate, because she's put on a show so far this year.
She has, and it's a real tough subject, I think, to be addressed on many levels. This is, what, 2 weeks before the playoffs, Wube, and we have a player who's led her team into the playoffs, essentially, is going to depart mid-season, mid-semester.
Yeah, Coach Bell was really disappointed that he got word that she wasn't going to be around.
Well, I can imagine how upset.
It's a trickle effect, because you have players who want to come and play with her. You know, they see the success that the team's having so far, and they want to come and play. But now that with her departure, we'll see what happens in the future here.
I wonder if that's known to the Hampton bench tonight. This is this is Diamond Johnson's last home game. Shonda Bailey's ready for it, though. She told me the other night she's got worked on the defense to keep Diamond Johnson from beating them.
Coach Bailey is aware of it.
I want to note that Juliana Robinson wearing number 1 instead of number 5 on our list for Phoebus.
Robinson gets the tip over to Ray. Ray over to Johnson. Candace Johnson back over to Thompson.
Dad played for Hampton High a number of years ago. A lot of Broward players.
A lot of Rays come from the Hampton. You got a Ray running track at Ohio State, former Crabber. So Johnson for 3, no good. Tipped out by Thompson.
It was off the hands of Hampton's Deja Thompson, but it was not. Called off of number 12, Jakayla Howard. So Crabber ball on the side. Johnson matched up on her opposing numbers, Lene Stokes.
Ray, inside pass is tipped away over to Lene Stokes. Johnson, the sophomore.
One thing we will see, Wube, is the speed of these 2 teams. It's a very fast sport when these 2 play.
Inside to Thompson. Thompson gets fouled going up for the shot. And I apologize, she's a starter.
Yeah, Howard picks up her first foul, number 12 for Phoebus. Deja Thompson to the line.
I had her I had Mickey starting. I don't see Mickey on the bench. She's not starting as Thompson's actually starting for Mickey.
That one goes.
So it's
Crabbers on the board.
So 1-0 Phoebus inbound.
Notice the
goes
defense,
into dancing.
2 Crabbers on Diamond Johnson. The rest in a triangle around the basket.
Oh, almost a
Very
steal.
nearly a steal.
3 off the glass. It's good by Howard. That's Jacayla Howard, the senior. Ray goes up, crossover.
Something the Phantoms need.
Kick out to Stokes. It's way off.
There's Thompson.
As Thompson gets the putback. Howard over the timeline. Cross pass.
It's a diamond and a triangle and 2 defense for those of you at home. Long 3 is missed. Rebound to Candace Johnson for the Crabbers.
Johnson, she almost gets double teamed. She kicks it over to Stokes. Stokes pump fake inside. Nice shot over by Thompson. That's good by the junior. Diamond Johnson goes over the timeline. Dribbles through 3 defenders off the glass and good.
What a nice shot by her. And you see why the program's want her. Well, she might wait till the end of the year to go.
Ray. Guarded by Evans. Inside into Thompson. Thompson off the glass. No good. Rebound. Taken away by Johnson.
That
crossover.
And they call it a crossover. It looks like more like a carry.
3-pointer by Howard. Another one off the glass. Rebound by Ray. Ray over the timeline. Pull-up jumper by Ray. No good. The smallest person on the court. 2 Stokes and Johnson go for it. Back over to Ray. She's guarded by Robinson. Inside. Kick over to Thompson. Inside. And she's
beautiful
fouled.
Baseline move. Foul to be picked up by Nivy Evans. They're going to give it to.
So it'll be 2 shots for Deja Thompson, the junior.
Thought the foul was on 13. Romy Dancer picked that up. I didn't hear it. Shot missed by Thompson, who's carrying the Crabbers' full offensive load so far.
Free throw is in. So it makes it 6-5 Hampton.
She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line with 2 other buckets, so she's got all 6 points. Shonda Bailey, I know Coach Bailey wants more out of her other players.
Johnson in the inbound. Over to Robinson. Block. Oh, they call a foul on Destiny Robinson, the senior. It looked like it was all ball from here.
Robinson picks her first up. Good shot there of Calvin Bell. So Robinson to the line now. Destiny Robinson, the senior. 2 shots. She misses the first. Excuse me, it's Juliana.
Yeah, she's a sophomore, Frank.
Juliana Robinson.
All these Robinsons and
she misses the first, misses the second.
Rebound by Destiny Robinson. Over to Ray.
6-5 Crabbers.
Goes in on Johnson. Up and under move. Nice move by Ray. In the goal. Now it's 8-5 Hampton as Phoebus turns it over. It's going to go back to Hampton.
Well, a little token pressure up here by the 2 defenders on Diamond Johnson, and nobody else for Phoebus aware of that.
So Candace Johnson on the inbound. Over to Ray. Ray thought about the 3. Destiny Robinson in there. She gets called for traveling. She had Destiny Robinson in the post.
Good defense there by Juliana Robinson as she stepped in with the leg. Close to being a foul, but got away with it.
Inbound over to Johnson, over to number.
Juliana.
That's Evans. 3-pointer by Juliana Robinson. Rebound over to Ray.
Deja Thompson really leading the way offensively.
Good pass into Destiny Robinson. It's blocked. Stokes with a 2-point jumper. Air ball. Rebound by Howard. Howard over to Johnson. Johnson looking up the court. Double team. Oh, she gets away with it. Gets away with a push off. No call. And it's going to be Hampton's ball.
Yeah, a little bit of show there. A little too much show. Not enough boat.
You got to have the boat if you're going to have the show.
8-5 Crabbers. Good defense. Coach Bailey's going with that triangle and 2, and that is really interfering with with things.
No. Rebound Phoebus over to Johnson, guarded by Stokes.
You see, the defense, the intensity of both teams here, tremendous here in the first quarter. See if they can maintain that intensity.
4:03 left in the first quarter, 8-5. Hampton. Kayla Howard thought about it, looks inside. It's going to be tipped by Destiny Robinson. It's going to stay Phoebus basketball.
Juliana Robinson showing a lot of mobility out there, moving around that time, moving to the open spot, just couldn't get the pass in. Howard to inbound.
No team is going to their bench yet, Frank. Still the starting five. It's going to be kicked out to Juliana. Skip pass over to Evans. Evans is good. That's Nairi Evans, the senior, for three, and we're all tied at 8. Stokes over to Ray. Ray over to shoot jumper by Ray. Missed. Diamond Johnson goes for it, but it's going to be Phoebus basketball.
Neither team lighting up with offensive efficiency, but tight ball game here, and that score really reflective of the defensive efforts by both clubs.
Diamond Johnson kicked over to Nairi Evans. Back over Johnson. Spin move. Ray all over. He's going to go left. He has some help. She has a screen by Howard. Howard falls down. Johnson with the little screen. Take the jumper, and it's going to be no good. Rebound Ray. Ray almost gets fouled. She looks up to Destiny Robinson. Destiny Robinson, a little crossover move. No good. Rebound by number 1. That's Juliana Robinson over to Howard. Great fast-paced action right there, Frank.
You know, up and down. Diamond Johnson here, I think, trying to light it up, and the Crabbers were going to play her the triangling 2 anyway.
Robinson for 3. No good. Ray battled for it with Johnson. Ray gets it. She goes full court.
Good
speed.
Rebound.
Right hand. Good D by Johnson. Oh, good move by Ray. Ray again with that same move. And I think she might have something to say. The senior is coming to play tonight. Johnson with that double team tries to split. Ray gets a piece of it. Jumper by Johnson is good. He says, if I can do it out, if you can do it inside, I'll do it outside.
Johnson.
Ray over the timeline, right at the Phoebus logo. Over to Candace Johnson. Johnson thought about it. They're giving her that shot.
It's a
skip
2-3
pass back
zone.
over to Ray. Ray pump fake. Over to Stokes in the corner. Stokes thought about it. Ray thought about it. Pump fake. Kick over to Johnson. Candace Johnson for 3. Good.
Her first 3-point shot, her first basket night. 13-10 Crabbers here at Phoebus High.
Johnson gets it over to Howard. Howard across the timeline, guarded by Candace Johnson. Goes inside. Howard goes left and gets the foul call around the free throw line.
That's Crabbers number 23, Deja Thompson, with her first foul. So far, given the intensity, a very low foul game called so far.
And no substitutes.
Tequila Howard on the line now.
Sierra Bell
about ready to
check in for Hampton. She comes in for number 23. That's Deja Thompson. Howard, second free throw is no good.
Both
Rebound
missed.
by Ray.
0 for 4 from the free throw line by the Phantom so far here in the first quarter.
Ray, that's her move going to the right. Over to Stokes. Stokes back over to Candace Johnson. Candace Johnson, a little crossover move. Little scoop shot. It's good.
Pretty.
Nice shot by the sophomore.
5 for Johnson here. Here comes Diamond
the other Johnson. Diamond Johnson for 3. Air ball. Looks like it might have got tipped. Way to stay with it. Destiny Robinson has it over to Ray. Ray over to Candace Johnson. Another 3 by Candace Johnson. Good.
2 3-pointers. Crabbers push out to an 18-10 lead here.
There's a 30-second timeout for Phoebus.
Well, so far it's Diamond Johnson trying to do too much, not getting her teammate, and her teammates have played pretty good ball so far. Julianne Robinson and Tequila Howard. Both and Evans.
Get a good look at the Phoebus bench. Coached by head coach Calvin Bell, who was an assistant over at Kickerton, Frank, with Ivan Thomas. Back in those good runs that the Kickerton boys had a few years ago.
Ivan Thomas sure put out a lot of good coaches that we see all over the district.
Coach Goss, who's the head coach now over at Kickintan. And of course, Coach Bell here at Phoebus.
The 32nd time out, just to slow everything down a little bit. Diamond Johnson going to take the ball in. One thing she can't do is pass to herself, so the Crabbers waiting for right here at the top. Notice the triangle and 2 up front to cover Diamond Johnson. 2 of the quicker Crabber defenders. And a 5 high for the Phantoms as they face this triangle.
Skip pass.
Sierra Bell's sole job is to keep the ball from Diamond Johnson. Good drive there by Evans.
Nairi Evans was having a pretty good night, Frank. The senior.
Bell,
good looking skip out pass to Candace Johnson. She's feeling it, not this time though, as Sierra Bell tries to save it. So it's going to be Phoebus ball.
And a good floor camera from Steve Pryor, our great cameraman down there. Great view tonight of the game. Foul call that time on Bell. Again, Sierra Bell, her first foul. She's in to do one thing, and that is to be Diamond Johnson's friend the entire night. She and Ray are going to double Diamond Johnson, and the rest are going to form a triangle underneath the basket and try to hold the other 4.
Well, I saw her against Bethel. Bethel contained her the first 3 quarters, Frank, and in the 4th quarter she went off. So it's about adjustments.
Well, it takes a lot of energy to contain her. Good drive by Howard. She drives again, draws a foul that time, I believe, on Candace Johnson.
Candace Johnson, the sophomore, who's already hit 2 threes so far tonight.
Her first foul. 4 fouls now on the Crabbers. There comes Deasia Williams. Williams is a sharpshooter. No, she's not going to come in the game. I thought she was going to come in, but Bailey changed her mind, and Howard misses a free throw. Her 3rd missed free throw
and again,
of the quarter.
Another free throw missed for Phoebus. Second one is good.
So they're 1 for 6.
6-1-2 makes it a 13-18 game.
So Ray, the experienced senior on this Lady Crabber squad, over to Candace Johnson.
Coming up on 10 seconds. So.
Skipping around over to Candace Johnson. Good looking prospect here. Candace Johnson with a floater, no good. Rebound by Stokes. Stokes misses. Destiny Robinson had a shot. Stokes. I thought Candace Johnson with a 3 is good, but it's after the buzzer.
Had it and took one little motion there. So 18-13 in the first quarter. So far, the defensive intensity has been the star of the game. Both teams playing hard. And the Phantoms have been successful, really, when they've driven the ball.
Yeah.
Diamond Johnson just with 4, but Nairi Evans with 5, and Howard with 4. So a good start for the Phantoms that aren't Diamond Johnson, and over for the Crabbers. Candace Johnson, 2 threes in that quarter.
Candace Johnson, only a sophomore, good looking prospect. She's shown us a lot of different things she can do with the floaters and the threes, and good defense so far.
So you know, you've got full cheerleader squads here, and got a pep band up in the corner. It's going to be a good loud gym here most of the night. A lot of group here to see Diamond Johnson. Probably most fans don't know this. It probably is her last game here at Phoebus, but
yeah,
at least for this season. We've seen kids go off and to try out the prep school kind of approach, and many of them came back. Just in fact, in boys basketball over the last 4 years, we saw so many go off and come back.
We saw 2 Crabbers do that in Pitt and Godwin.
Yeah.
They both came back to Hampton their senior years.
I think they learned more from Eric Brown and Walter Brower than they could learn anywhere else, and they ended up playing their college ball. Godwin at ODU and Pitt at Norfolk State.
So they came back home and stayed home, huh?
Yeah, I think they went farther to prep school than they did go to college. Phantoms bringing in here to start the second quarter. They trail it by 5, 18-13.
Howard.
Crabbers stayed in Diamond and 2. That time Robinson a little too urgent to get rid of the ball.
Candace Johnson through the legs. Good D by Diamond Johnson. Ray, looks like it's going to be a 2. No good.
Well, good look at the basket, though, for Ray. She had 4 in the first.
Diamond Johnson goes up. Little up and under move. She goes under, just like Ray's been doing the last couple possessions.
Foul call. John DeBailey says, you got to be kidding me. It's a travel, but she doesn't get the call. Veteran officials always here. Second foul on Destiny Robinson.
That could loom large for the Crabbers.
Here's Diamond Johnson at the free throw line, shooting 2. She misses the first. So despite playing at home, the Phantoms now 1 for 7. So we see the substitution. Deja Thompson in for Destiny Robinson. Johnson, Ray Stokes, the other 3, and Sierra Bell still in. That's 1 for 2. 18-14 Crabbers early in the second quarter. Good pass by Candace Johnson in there.
It's off the foot.
Ball goes over to the Phantom. Another turnover for the Crabbers. Romy Dancer with a good defense there. Able to hold the corner.
Now they're going to take the ball out of. They're going to take the ball out of Johnson's hand. Look at the 2.
Oh, it's a triangle. They're going to stay in the triangle in 2. Howard's the one that's trying to beat that. Dancer with a nice rebound.
It's going to be called
travel. That's called a walk that time. Shonda Bailey worked that a little bit last time on the foul called just previously. But a turnover there on the Phantoms. Calvin Bell not happy with it. But here comes Candace Johnson for the Crabbers.
Candace Johnson over the timeline.
Still in that 2-3 are the Phantoms.
Ray skips it over to Stokes. Stokes for 3. No good. Ray in there battling over Dancer. Then almost a baby sky hook as Dancer's called with a foul on the floor.
I think Dancer picked up her first.
It's Romy Dancer, the senior, is called for the foul. Inbound by Candace Johnson. Skip pass, almost stolen. Stokes thought about it. Ray skips it over to Bell. Bell kicks it over to Candace Johnson. She is a 3-point shooter. She misses. Diamond Johnson gets the rebound. It's her and Ray, and she scoops it over Ray for 2.
Nice basket. And that's the speed you see out of Diamond Johnson. She doesn't come in looking like a track star, but she can outrun anybody. We've seen that all year long.
Into Thompson. Thompson over to Stokes. Stokes for 3. Good. Lene Stokes. Good shot by Stokes.
3 3-pointers for the Crabbers. 2 by Johnson, 1 by Stokes. Puts them ahead 21-16 here.
Howard goes over the timeline. Over to Nyree Evans. Evans back over to Howard. Howard over to her twin sister. Misses. Rebound by Bell. Bell getting some good minutes so far out of the sophomore. Bell, good pass. Over to Thompson. Thompson scores.
Deja Thompson with her first basket in a while, but that gives her 8.
Skills by Sierra Bell, the sophomore.
Now this is basically 4-on-3 with Diamond Johnson drawing 2 defenders, and Phoebus has not yet addressed that. They have 4-on-3. There's Howard for deep. Other Howard on the rebound, no good. Tipped away.
Goes up court. Ray is quick too, and it's going to be a blocking foul by Diamond Johnson.
Diamond Johnson picks her first foul up. So again, the triangle and 2 frustrating Diamond Johnson. 30-second timeout called by the Phantoms.
So Frank, like I said, we got some breaking news that Diamond Johnson won't be around after tonight. It's really disappointing because we were, as much as we've been talking about her all year and the anticipation to see her here on LSC, this is her last game, and it's, again, it's disappointing.
Well, I'm glad we're doing the game so people can see her. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, if she goes off and finds out that the grass is not greener, I'm sure she'll be a welcome right back here at Phoebus. I hope to get to see her play again and certainly see her play at the next level. So Diamond Johnson, number 3.
Averaging 33 points a game, and we did the math. If she would have stayed and averaged that, she still wouldn't catch Lakeisha Fret.
No, but she'd come close. And,
really close.
Left her mark here. So meanwhile, the Crabbers leading this game. Playing the defense they were going to play whether she was leading tonight or not.
That's right. Ray over to Candace Johnson. Really impressed by her. A 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Howard. Howard kicks over to Diamond Johnson. Johnson has open daylight. Candace Johnson tried to go.
That's what the triangle 2 can't stop. You gotta prevent her from getting a rebound or a quick outlet pass. 2-3 again for the Phantoms. They haven't changed defense all night.
Ray over to Candace Johnson. Calling for a screen.
Crabbers looking for the soft spot.
Sierra Bell for three. Two Crabbers bump into each other. Ray with a pull-up jumper. It is going to be good.
Ray with 6 now. Here comes Diamond Johnson. She'll walk right into the double team she's faced all night. Good pass underneath.
Irie Evans, no good. Rebound by Candace Johnson. Candace Johnson pushing.
That's how you beat the triangling too, but that time just
tries
missed
to
the
go
layup.
through the legs. Steal by Diamond Johnson. Easy 2 for her.
Crabbers got to protect the ball better than that, because Diamond Johnson will take advantage of any errant dribble.
Ray over to Candace Johnson. Sierra Bell back over to Maya Ray. Maya Ray looked inside. It's going to be Stokes off.
Well, the Crabbers get hit some of these jumpers, they'd be out by 20. They've just all sorts of open shots. Diamond Johnson trying to get around the double team.
Goes out of double team. Screen by Howard. 3 by Johnson. No good. Rebound by Ray. Ray had it and got it back. She lost it and got it back. Ray going over
3 on 2
timeline.
now.
Skip pass over to Stokes. Stokes goes in for the layup. No good. Rebound by Bell. Bell put back. No good. Rebound by Diamond Johnson. Diamond Johnson has it. Goes over the timeline. Goes behind Ray. Tries to cross over Ray. Ray's right there with the steal.
Tries to do too much and gives it up.
Candace Johnson, she has numbers, and Diamond Johnson gets the steal. Goes back the other way. It's 1 on 3, crossover on Bell. Bell's good D by Bell, and she claps in her face. And good D by Bell. They're going to call a foul on Bell, but that was great defense.
Shonda Bailey is beside herself with disbelief on the foul. But the Crabbers have turned the ball over way too much. They've controlled the game the entire time. Diamond Johnson now taking over. They have controlled, in particular, Diamond Johnson. She's got 7 points in the quarter, 11 on the game. Shonda Bailey trying to remind her players they're going to have to stay with her. In comes Deja Williams. Williams very fast and a good shooter. They're going to call it a shooting foul. So Johnson is going to get 2 free throws. She's 1 for 2 so far in the game.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, good. 25-22 Hampton, 3:08 left in the half.
Candace Johnson brings it up, and she's got to protect the ball. And Diamond Johnson has an eye on her, knowing that she's been the weaker dribbler so far.
Ray over to Sierra Bell. Bell for 3, no good.
It's
Rebound by Evans.
It's a really good look, but they've got to put the ball in the hole if they're going to take advantage of that defense.
Good. Oh, good move.
Juliana Robinson.
Robinson, rebound by Evans. Evans puts it in.
Evans now with 7 points in the ball game. And the Phantoms draw within 1.
25-24. As Hampton calls a full timeout.
Timeout, yeah, and a well-timed timeout. Shonda Bailey is going to point out what the difference in the game has been, and that's been that Diamond Johnson's gotten loose, in particular with the outlet passes or the rebound herself. Good crowd coming in here at Phoebus High School to see Diamond Johnson play. She does draw a lot of fans when she goes to a gym, and especially here at home. Well, but the Crabber girls looking good here in the playoffs. As they head toward the playoffs, they've got a lot of athleticism. They've got to hit those outside shots.
They slightly trail Woodside. They're a game behind Woodside in the standings. They can still clinch. Things have to happen. They play Woodside actually next Friday.
There's a pep band of Phoebus High School. This gym's come a long way since this is the newest high school in the Hampton fleet right here. The Phoebus High School used to have one of those floors like they had at NC State. What do you call that mat they laid down on here? They've gone finally to the hardwood many years ago, but I certainly have been on this dark. It was dark blue, as I recall.
I'm glad they got the hardwood.
Yes, it looks much better. What these bleachers hide, by the way, is that weight room where the Phoebus Phantom football program spends most of the year.
I saw them earlier.
A lot of young men coming out of the game, out of the gym tonight, catching their rides home. They've been here running and lifting. So 2 1/4 to go here in the second. 25-24 Crabbers, and they have the ball. There's Williams.
Good pass.
That's Danielle McTeer.
Danielle McTeer, a freshman, Frank.
McTeer, I watched her play the other night at Hampton. She's usually in the mix, but often ends up on the wrong side of the defender. And I know Coach Bailey is trying to teach her her size and quickness. They're going to need her, and she misses the first free throw.
Free throw is no good.
But a tall young lady, and he's a freshman.
Second free throw is good. Nice touch for the freshman.
26-24. Here comes Diamond Johnson, and her double date awaits at half court.
Double team. Here comes a screen, and they're going to call a block.
They're going to call a moving pick,
Pick on Evans.
And it hurt Evans. She got kind of sandwiched on that one. Turnover. Again, the Phantoms aren't moving their other pieces to take advantage of that double team. A couple of passes, and it would be one person, one young lady on the basket with no defender.
Like you said, they're waiting for it at half court, Frank.
Well, they rely heavily on Diamond Johnson, and they got to get out of that mold tonight. As Bailey is intent on not letting Diamond Johnson beat them. She has single-handedly brought them back here in this quarter.
Candace Johnson over to Maya Ray.
They're looking for the little crevices in the zone.
Sierra Bell,
there's one right there, but
plays.
Johnson gets her hand in.
Floater, good by Williams.
Deja Williams with her first basket of the night. Travers move ahead by 4 with 1:38 to go. That's the first pass you want. Now Johnson's got to move.
Over to Howard. Howard over to her twin sister.
Bell and Ray aren't leaving Diamond Johnson at all.
Good.
Kayla Howard with her second three-pointer of the night.
27-28, Hampton. 1:18 left in the half. Candace Johnson thought about it. Ray goes baseline, goes by Dancer. No good. Howard with the rebound.
Good pickup by Ray that time, defending Diamond Johnson, not to let her get the outlet pass.
Johnson for 3. Good.
Juliana.
I'm sorry.
Her first basket of the night.
Robinson.
Break out on top by 2. 50 seconds left in the half.
Looks like Hampton's going to milk the clock here. Skip pass over to Candace.
They're just looking for that opening. They need to get to the
Williams.
top of the key.
Williams baseline. No good. Howard and Ray go up for the rebound. Sierra Bell gets it.
Bell.
They're going to call a foul on Diamond Johnson.
Yep. That's her second foul. Coach needs to get her out of the game with 31 seconds to go. Bell not happy with that call. Sierra Bell to the line. She was the first sub off the bench for the Crabbers.
A good look at Sierra Bell, the sophomore, playing great defense tonight as well. First free throw is good by Bell.
1-1, so she made the first one, gets rewarded with the second. Lead is 1 for the Phantoms.
Second free throw is good.
Bell with 2. 7 scores for the Crabbers. They're evenly divided.
Howard, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound by Candace Johnson. Little crossover, goes over the timeline. She has a 3-on-2 break.
And
Diamond Johnson with the steal, 15 seconds left. Bell goes up with the block, and they're going to call a foul.
Sierra Bell picks up the foul, her second. But that time, Candace Johnson went the wrong way with the pass. The Deja Williams was open on the right side.
They're not letting Diamond Johnson get anything easy tonight. You see Coach Walter Brower.
Diamond Johnson with her
fourth
free throw.
Talk about great players, Frank, from what Ivan Thomas put out. What about with Coach Brower, the kind of players he's put out?
Well,
Pat Barber,
he's just been a
Kevin
magnificent
Swan.
coach. Started at Hampton High in the fall of 1980. No, I take that back. The fall of 1978.
Corner by Johnson is good. Actually, they kind of
That's good.
The crowd goes wild.
So she gets her own rebound. She's doing it all herself, as she's done all year long.
Johnson is after the buzzer.
So Diamond Johnson, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
As Phoebus takes the lead on that two-pointer.
17 in the first half after getting 4 in the first quarter. So Diamond Johnson doing what she does best, and that's score, and she's led her Phantoms to a 3-point lead here as we close out. They have Calvin Bell upset about something. All right, well, we're going to go to halftime. Score here, the Phantoms lead the Crabbers 33-30. Be back in just a couple minutes. We're back here at Phoebus High School for the second half of what's become a very exciting contest. Crabbers led most of the way the first half. Diamond Johnson individually brought her team back. She now has 17 points in the ball game, and her squad leads 33-30 as the Crabbers get the ball here to start the second half.
Ray over to Candace Johnson. Johnson over to Stokes. Stokes into Robinson. Robinson up and under spin move. No good.
Tie up there. Ball's going to belong, I believe, to the Phantom, Juliana Robinson. And all right, here come the Phantoms.
Here's Diamond Johnson over the timeline. This time they're going to disguise the coverage a little bit.
Turnover by the Phantoms.
Turns it over. Goes back over to Candace Johnson. Skip pass over to Ray. Ray is up and she's called for a foul. I mean, she's actually fouled.
Block, I believe, is going to be on Jakaya Howard. It is. Jakaya Howard, her first. So now have 7 points for her sister, Jakayla Howard, 3 for Robinson, 7 for Evans, and 17 for Diamond Johnson. For Amaya Ray, she's had 6 in the first half and goes to the line for 2, missing the first. Well, it hadn't quite been a free throw shooting clinic tonight for either team. Calvin Bell repositioning his defenders, and Ray's going to get her second shot.
Second free throw.
No, they called the first. So the first one must have been wiped off, and that's why Calvin Bell is repositioning players. So she misses what was her first. So she's not getting 3. Just one shot here.
Free throw is good from Ray.
The Crabbers close within 2, Diamond Johnson. And the Crabbers go to 1-2-2 here against the Phantom. So they come out of the triangle in 2.
Changing things up a little bit.
But Ray's going to stay on Diamond Johnson. So a box in 1 now on Johnson. A little more freedom for Diamond Johnson, but Ray's going to try to keep her from even getting the ball. She stays right on Johnson.
As the Howard twins start out in the second half.
Ray wearing number 5, as you see there in the monitor. Almost tips the ball away. Ray comes up.
Diamond Johnson gets it back.
Diamond Johnson recovers. Nice steal back.
Up and under move is good. She is crafty around the basket. Maybe a foul, but no foul called.
19 for
Ray
Diamond
goes
Johnson.
Over to Candace Johnson. Skip pass over to Stokes. Stokes for 3. No good. Tipped by Ray. It's going to be Phoebus basketball.
Yeah, tipped away by Ray. Good rebound there by Howard as she stood behind and didn't pick up the foul. A good play by the Phantom. 35-31. Phoebus leads it. Comes Diamond Johnson to face her now one defender.
3 from Diamond Johnson from way out.
Line there, Roubaix. Shoots from the volleyball line.
Candace Johnson into Ray. Ray inside to Robinson. Robinson's spin move, no good.
Oh, wait, Juliana Robinson with the rebound. Now, notice Phoebus attacks the defense in a way that most coaches wouldn't allow, just one-on-one up top, but then Ray is going to stay with Johnson.
Evans. Over to Howard. Howard asking for some help.
That's Jakaya Howard, number 34.
Almost a steal by Stokes, and she's called for the foul.
A lot of suggestions on how to play the game from the crowd here. Coaches, though, somehow keep their voices above that level. Inbounded by Jakayla Howard to Juliana Robinson. Evans to Robinson.
Over to Howard. Howard over to Evans. Back over to Jakayla Howard. Almost another steal by Stokes. We got Diamond Johnson in the post. As Evans kicks it over to Robinson. Robinson back over to Howard. Evans looking for some help. Looks like Phoebus is just trying to hold it. Johnson guarded by Ray. Gets a screen by Evans. Over to Howard. Howard for 3. It's going to be no good. Rebound by Candace Johnson. Diamond Johnson is going to be in there for the play, but they're not going to call. There's no call on that one.
Well, she's been going after Candace Johnson all night.
Stokes for 3. No good. Rebound Candace Johnson. As Diamond Johnson gets it and turns it back over to Candace Johnson. Candace Johnson with the floater. In and out.
Candace Johnson started off pretty hot. Hadn't scored yet in the second half.
Oh, Ray with the steal.
Gets it away.
As Johnson gets it back. Good defense by Ray. Way outside air ball by Diamond Johnson.
Not sure I understand the offensive theology there other than just give it to Diamond Johnson, get out of her way, but it hadn't paid off yet. She's been best when she's getting the outlet pass on the fast break. The Crabbers have floated it down a little bit and gone to that box in 1 rather than the triangle in 2. So you're matching up 4-on-4 essentially underneath.
Maya Ray calls out the play over half court. Looks like Phoebus is in a 2-3 zone. Robinson comes up. I'm sorry, that's Thompson comes up.
Nice move.
Good move.
She started off the first half very hot, has not recovered. That foul's going to be on Jakaya Howard, I believe, 34.
It's going to go on the Lady Phantoms, number 34,
Her second. And here's Williams to the line shooting 2. Deja Williams with 2 in the first half.
Williams at the line shooting 2.
They missed. They're 1 for 3 right now. The Romy Dancer re-enters for the Phantoms. And Jakayla Howard drops back on defense.
Second free throw is no good. Dancer just comes in and gets a rebound over to Diamond Johnson. Crossover, but Maya Ray is right there. That's a 3 by Howard. Howard, good.
Howard with 3 threes in the ball game. And the Phantoms push it out to 7. Crabbers having a tough time scoring here. Defense almost a 3-2.
Ray
to Robinson, depending on how you want to call it. Block called on Dancer for a 3rd foul.
They're going to call that on Dancer.
So it's Dancer who came in for Jekiah Howard.
Checking back into the game will be Renee Stokes, number 3. The Lady Crabbers in for
Diamond Johnson's going to take a seat.
Take a seat. Nope, it's going to be Dancer. So when she picks up her third, Crabbers inbound underneath.
Rebound by Howard. Howard kicks it out to Diamond Johnson. Stokes is coming up, and she's going to be no call. I thought it was going to be a foul.
No, but good defense at what it turns into by Lene Stokes.
Ray over to Bell. Bell pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Stokes. Stokes with a jumper. That's good. Lene Stokes.
Stokes with 5 in the ball game now.
The 38-33 Phoebus. 2:55 left in the third quarter. Into the game now for Phoebus. It's number 2, Tiasha Meadows, and she's pressured.
The sophomore Tiasha Meadows.
Howard inside, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul.
Well, Wube, if Calvin Bell's going to be successful in the playoffs, he's going to have to find somebody to play that 5th spot.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be somebody like Meadows. He's got the rotation underneath, but he's going to need guards. So Meadows, the first sub guard I think we've seen tonight for the Phantoms. Here comes Candace Johnson. She didn't get into the game, so here come the Crabbers.
Ray over the timeline. Picks up her dribble over to Bell. Bell inside to Robinson. Robinson over to Stokes. That's Stokes' shot. She can shoot that. No good.
Rebound.
Robinson with the rebound, and she's fouled.
Foul called on Jekiah Howard. That's her second. Robinson to the line, Destiny Robinson. First free throws tonight.
No good.
Misses. Candace Johnson comes in. Deja Thompson goes out.
Second free throw, good. Destiny Robinson, the senior.
34-38. Phantoms.
Diamond Johnson over to number 10. It's Nyla Barrett.
Nyla Barrett is another possibility, junior guard.
Diamond Johnson looking for help. Over to Evans. Good trap by Hampton. Is they going to call a foul on Stokes?
Stokes picks up her second foul. Jekiah Howard's going to check back in for the Phantoms.
So timeout, Hampton.
Now, Coach Bailey need to reset her offense here.
There will be a timeout on the court. This one will be charged.
So 4 points scored by the Crabbers here in the third quarter. 5 for the Phantoms. So not a lot of offense here with 1:40 to go in the third. Wube, what we're seeing is if the Crabbers can't hit the jumpers, they're vulnerable to that tightly packed zone defense.
Well, both teams have struggled in the third quarter with hitting jumpers. And as you see, Diamond Johnson taking long threes, half-court threes actually at that.
You know, she's got 19 now.
So Phoebus gets the ball on the inbound. Howard to inbound it. It's a 3 by Robinson. It's going to be a foul on.
It's going to be on
Barrett.
Nyla Barrett, her first. A lot of fouls called here in the third quarter, 8 total. 6 on the Phantoms. As Calvin Bell starting to look down his bench, trying to figure out how to get through the rest of the game at this pace.
I don't have anybody else to go to now. Everybody's played for Phoebus. To Ray. Phoebus back in that 2-3 zone over to Williams. Williams looks inside to Destiny Robinson. She's triple teamed as Bell gets an open look and she's fouled, but it's not converting the shot.
They cannot hit a bucket to save their life. Foul called on Tiaja Meadows, her first. Here's Sierra Bell, 2 for 2 in free throws tonight. Gets 2 more right here. Coach Bell giving them heck out here. Throw. One of the lowest score outputs of any quarter for these two teams.
Second free throw is good.
Bell 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Back to that somewhat double team on Diamond Johnson. Phoebus is up 2. They're going to call a foul. I think Coach Bell might have gotten the referee's ear.
Asia Williams picks up her first foul for the Crabbers. As Coach Bell had been arguing for a little evening up, but that time Williams stepped in front, didn't beat the dribbler.
Oh.
Obviously no walk on that.
That's Evans for 3. Looks like it was partially blocked. As Ray gets it, looks up to Stokes. Stokes, good move by Stokes, and she misses the layup. Robinson gets the rebound, no good. Rebound by Howard. Over to Diamond Johnson. Diamond Johnson, double team, good up and under move. And she gets to the cup, no good, air ball. And it's
she's right there wide open, and she tried to do something fancy and couldn't come up with it.
Williams goes in for the layup, and it's good.
Asia Williams now with 4 in the ball game. And the Crabbers tie it with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Tie ball game. Skip pass over to Barrett, guarded by Ray. Picked up her dribble over to Howard. 15 seconds left. Diamond Johnson pull up for 3. No good. Howard with the ball over to Barrett, and Barrett's going to be called for traveling.
Another turnover for the Phantoms. Asia Meadows going to step back in, sub in for Barrett for the Crabbers. Number 4, Candace Johnson back in for Williams. Williams had a pretty good appearance there in the third quarter. Good defense. Under 10 now. Crabbers need to be in a hurry, much more hurry than they're showing.
Ray over to Candace Johnson for 3. It's going to be no good.
Yeah.
So we're right back where we started before the game.
All tied up here at
38 tied up.
38 to 38 tie.
8 points for the Crabbers that quarter. And 5 for the Phantoms by my count. So 38-38 going in the fourth here. Ube, what do you think? We're the defense is now Shonda Bailey's thrown 2 or 3 different defenses just in that quarter after going with the triangle and 2 the whole time. What do you think you'll see here in the fourth?
I think she'll mix it up. She's been mixing it up a lot. You know, playing, you know, like coming up at half court, playing a 2-3, mixing it up a lot. So we'll see what she does.
All right, there's the Phantom cheerleaders. Good shot of Jakaya Howard there. And on the right, Nayla Barrett. Coach Bell on the left. And a good shot of our fans.
See the crowd.
Good crowd here tonight.
Hampton
to see
Phoebus.
This game and to see the boys game that follows. Number 1 Phoebus Phantoms playing the number 2 Hampton Crabbers in the men's side. That's going to be quite a ball game. So this gym usually a pack when these two teams face off. Doesn't, you know, regardless of record.
Well, Hampton's everybody's rival. So
Hampton inbounding the ball with nobody there.
Over to Ray. Ray guarded by Robinson. Ray kicks it out, loses it. Almost a steal by Diamond Johnson. It's going to be thrown away.
Well, between turnovers and just poor shooting, the Crabbers have just killed themselves tonight. They're going to have to not turn the ball over, shoot and make at least more than 2 baskets like they did in the third. And they've got to keep the ball in the hands of this young lady, Diamond Johnson, who's drawing her double team again.
I'm going to call a foul on Candace Johnson.
Push on Candace Johnson. Well, as you know, it all levels out. I know Coach Bell was hoping it would level out sooner.
Well, he got in the referee's ear a little bit. Howard, spin move by Howard on Candace Johnson. Pull up, no good. Rebound by Evans.
Nay Evans with a rebound. She's got 7 points, but it's really been non-factor in the third. Here she comes in. That foul called on Ray, her first. So Bell the only one with 3 for the Crabbers. Romy Dancer with 3 for the Phantoms.
Evans' first free throw was no good. Free throw is good by Evans. It's now 39-38
free
Phoebus.
throws in the second half. 1 for 2.
Phoebus mixing up their defense a little bit.
Yeah, kind of a matchup zone here.
Ray looking around, picks up her dribble. Stokes for 3, no good. It's going to be Phoebus ball.
Crabbers had last 3-pointer was in the second quarter. And they only had 2 buckets in the third.
Candace Johnson brings the ball up. Over to Howard, guarded by Stokes. Bounce pass over to Diamond Johnson, double team. Screen by Dancer over to Howard. Howard takes the shot, no good. Robinson, both Robinson actually go. Robinson and Robinson trying to get that one.
Ball
from each team.
To the Phantoms, Ube. So Phoebus clinging to a 1-point lead.
Howard with the inbound. Over to Diamond Johnson. Johnson over Stokes, and it's off. Rebound Robinson. Over to Ray. Ray looks up over to Candace Johnson. Candace Johnson kicks over to Sierra Bell, and she's blocked.
They just don't anticipate Diamond Johnson's quickness, and they played them, what, this is their third game?
Third game, right.
And they don't anticipate how quick she is, especially with her hands down here on the defensive end.
Lene Stokes loses it. Dancer checking her over to Robinson. Sierra Bell with the pump fake over to Candace Johnson for 3. No good. It's
I'm
3
not sure
Crabbers
the
go
Crabbers
for
could
it.
throw it in the ocean at the moment. They trail it by 1, but they've scored 8 points in 10 minutes in this second half. And
So
4 of those on free throws.
6:04 left in the game. Phoebus by 1. Great game tonight. Howard goes in, they're gonna call a foul. Looks like it's gonna be on Candace Johnson.
Foul called on Johnson, her third. Let's go send Jacayla Howard to the line. Jacayla Howard with 10 on the night, but she's 1 for 4 from free throw line. Oh, it's not going to be free throws. It's going to be called underneath. Only 6 foul. No shots for Howard. Ball belongs to the Phantoms.
Well, timeout Hampton.
Coach Bailey wants to talk to her team. Gonna put a sub in. Here comes Deja Thompson, who's been on the bench most of the second half, but she led them with 8 points in the first half. They need her back in, and they need her putting those putbacks in because they can't hit it from outside of a foot.
Yeah, both teams have been cold in the second half.
That's the understatement, I think.
Freezing.
Crowd getting ready here for the second game, but they sure are enjoying this one. Most fans probably don't know that this may be their last time to see Diamond Johnson in person here in the Peninsula District. And very sad in many ways. Certainly it's sad that I won't get to see her play that tab team. Jason Clark's team has already been down here and looked at Phoebus. They're in the same, what, third, Region 3?
Yeah, 3A.
With 39-38 with 5:55 to go.
So Howard with the inbound. Over to Robinson. Robinson for three. Good.
Juliana Robinson with her second three of the night, and it couldn't come in of a better time. As
Great shot by Robinson.
It'll take the Crabbers 5 minutes to score 4 points. They trail it by 4. They've got to find a shooter. Deja Williams in to be just that.
Ray looks inside, tries to get the foul off the side of the backboard. Steal by Diamond Johnson. Here she goes in the open field, in the open court for three. Air ball. It's going to be Phoebus basketball.
And that's a poor decision by Diamond Johnson. She's got 4 other teammates. She's leading the charge. She's got to be able to hit that. I mean, past that, because she had of all her teammates heading down the court.
Howard again, nobody's open. They're going to have to hurry up and get this in. It's going to be a 5-second call.
I was going to say, longest 5 seconds we've had. And turnover, ball's going to belong to the Crabbers.
Timeout Phoebus.
Calvin Bell's going to get his team together and talk about that last fast break. You know, not having been the best player on any team I ever played on, it's hard to put myself in her shoes, but as you come down the court like that, leading the charge, and you have a defender in front of you, you know that they're on the wings, there's going to be teammates. And maybe a stop, look, even that would drop your defender off a step or two.
We've seen a few shots like that.
Chance. They lead you by 4 here, Roubaix. That may be enough tonight, but we'll see.
Well, it's been a defensive battle, and we thought it would be more points scored, more of a defensive battle tonight.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, certainly 23 points for 17 points for Johnson in the first. She only has 2 here in the second. So here come the Crabbers and the Phantoms. So Kayla Howard inbound for Phoebus.
And they had trouble. That's why they had to call the timeout. And they just get it in. Diamond Johnson gets it. Goes around 2 screens. 3 Crabbers come up. She gets it over to Evans. Good defense by Destiny Robinson. Goes over to Bell.
Good defense by Maya Ray on that.
Ray open for 3. She takes it in and out. Rebound by Dancer.
As close as they've gotten all half.
Over a good block by Bell.
Nia Evans.
She's played great defense tonight.
Yeah, Nia Evans just a little hesitant on that time. Should have gone up strong. 1 too many dribbles. Still 5 minutes to go with a 4-point lead, and the Crabbers shooting very poorly.
Over to Robinson. Robinson's going to shoot the 3, way off. Rebound by Williams. Williams good steal by Diamond Johnson. She had numbers up over to.
There's a pass. Very good pass by Diamond Johnson.
Evans with the jumper, and it's steal by Diamond Johnson. She's going to take this, I'm sure. Foul by Ray.
First second.
Still plenty of time left, Frank.
What's funny is that Johnson has 2 points in the half, and yet her team has pushed the lead out to 6. But that pass was so important, and I'm sure Coach Bell reminded her of her need to pass. Now Diamond Johnson to the line.
Free throw, good.
One thing you can't forget about her on either end of the floor.
I mean, she's had a few steals. So Ray being double teamed. They're down 7. They got to get something going now.
Crabbers dribble the ball to ball's gonna stay with the Crabbers.
Stokes comes back in for the Crabbers.
And Williams goes out. She's a spot shooter, but that time she could see Johnson coming. She needed to cover herself a little bit better that time to avoid the steal.
Ray trying to get the ball in. Nobody there. Over to Stokes. Stokes goes baseline. Into Destiny Robinson. Triple team. No call. Howard with it. Over to Diamond Johnson. Looks like it's no double team that time, Frank.
Still going with what's a box in 1 now.
Almost a steal.
Which has been very effective. I mean, she's got 3.5.
Over to Dancer. Dancer kicks it over to Diamond Johnson for 3. Not having one of her typical nights tonight.
Well, she's shooting too far out, Wube. I mean, the fact is she can make her way into the lane anytime she wants. Foul call on the floor. It's going to be a 1-and-1. That's Phantom number 1, Juliana Robinson, her first. Into the line is Ray. Crabbers have got to find some more offense, Wube.
Missed the free throws. Steal by Ray, good steal. And Ray goes in and misses the layup. It's like it could have been a double dribble. They didn't call it. Diamond Johnson gets in and goes for 2.
Johnson with her first basket of the 4th quarter.
Oh, and a steal by Diamond Johnson. In for the layup, and it's good.
The Crabbers have got 3 minutes to go, and she's going to call a timeout. And Coach Bailey's going to have a full conversation with her team, which all of a sudden gotten one-on-one with Diamond Johnson. They've gotten one-on-one with Diamond Johnson. They're going to lose that contest. They've got to play as a team, and they give up playing as a team, and it cost them big. They did trail it by 11 with 3 to go.
The way the game's been played, 11 points is like 30. So they have to, Hampton still have time. They just have to calm down and run their offense.
Diamond Johnson with 4 in the first quarter, 5 here in the 4th, 2 in the 3rd, but 13 in the 2nd. And that's when the Phantom took the lead right there at the end of the 2nd. Well, here come the Crabbers. They got 3 minutes and 5 seconds to try to catch up, and it's going to take them a while.
Ray for 3, no good.
So the ball belongs to the Crabbers, but they cannot hit their hat here in the 2nd half. Williams in, Stokes out for the Crabbers, trying to find a shooter.
Candace Johnson can be that shooter. Steal by Diamond Johnson on the inbound. She's going to pull up for 3. That might have been blocked.
It was tipped, ball out of bounds to the Phantoms. .24 for Diamond Johnson in the game. And if you told Shonda Bailey before this game she'd hold Diamond Johnson 24.
Dancer in, no. Robinson with the rebound. Good tough rebound by Robinson over to Ray. Another reach in by Diamond. Candace Johnson, that's her shot, goes in. Misses, rebound Robinson. Robinson for three, no good. Rebound, Candace Johnson. Gonna be a foul, and it's no good on the shot.
Candace Johnson goes to the line, but again, the Crabbers can't put the ball in the bucket. Julianne Robinson picks up her second. She's played a whale of a game for the Phantoms. Johnson to the line, her first set of free throws. Coach Bailey's wondering whether there's a plastic cover on that basket.
Second free throw. Again, missed. Got her own rebound. Then she shoots the three, and she makes that.
So Ray with a three. Excuse me, Johnson with a three. After missing two free throws. 49-41 here. Minute 50 to go. And probably the best player in the district with the ball.
And Ray's playing good defense. Floater by Diamond Johnson. No good. Rebound Ray. Has Williams open. Gets Williams up top. No call. She might have got hit. It's going to be Hampton ball.
Was out of bounds when she touched the ball. Trevor's got to look for three-pointers now. A minute 34 to go.
Robinson with the jumper. No good. Gets her own rebound. Williams gets stripped by Diamond Johnson.
And Coach Bell's going to tell his Phantoms to just slow it down. Give it to Diamond Johnson. Let her and Howard hold the ball up top.
Howard inside, gets blocked by Robinson.
It's a great play by Robinson. He stays with it and goes straight up, no foul.
And Phoebus takes a timeout.
You see Shonda Bailey standing there welcoming her team into the huddle and talk about they're only down 8, but it's a minute 11 and they've taken a long time. They got one basket in the fourth, 2 in the third quarter. So 3 baskets in now nearly 16 minutes. Diamond Johnson, meanwhile, with 5 here in the quarter, 7.5, 24 in the game. That 13-point output there in the second quarter really got Phantoms going.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the second half, they've been cold. So what happened in the first half is basically the reason why Phoebus is up by 8 right now.
Good shot of Coach Bell, talking to his team there.
So Phoebus ball under their own basket. So it's going to be Howard. Back to Howard. She's double teamed. She's going to have to get rid of it. It's going to be are they going to call a foul on Hampton?
And that's on Ray, her third. Bound to be a 1-and-1. Jacayla Howe is going to go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Jacayla Howard with a nice game tonight. 10 points so far. 3 3-pointers for Jacayla Howard. 2 3-pointers for Robinson. Only 1 for Diamond Johnson.
Howard's first free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Great free throw shooting by Howard.
She's 3 for 6 in the game.
Bell with a floater.
Her first basket of the night.
Over to Howard. Steal by Howard. Off the glass is no good. Williams with the rebound. Good pass into Candace Johnson, and she scores. So it's a 6-point game with 30 seconds left. They called a push.
Look out on Robinson, her third. Going to send the Phantoms down here to the line 1-1.
Going to send Howard to the line. She's made her last.
She made her last three
free
she missed her first three tonight.
So these are huge free throws. There's only a 6-point lead now with 27 seconds left.
And just the law average, Wu Bei, mean the Crabbers are due for some basket to go in. They've got 3 here now in the last 2 minutes.
No good. Candace Johnson with the rebound. Reach in by Howard. Candace Johnson for 3. Almost in. Amaya Ray with the rebound. She takes it in, and it's going to be no good. She gets it, and then Howard loses it. They're going to call a foul.
The foul. Her third.
Ooh. Candace Johnson had a good look, Frank.
She did. Her teammate, though, Robinson, will get 2 free throws here. They need them. They're down by 6.
So Destiny Robinson at the line, shooting 2. First free throw, no good. Second free throw is also no good. Amaya Ray with the rebound into Robinson. Candace Johnson with a wild 3. That's off the mark.
Wild 3 is the closest they've gotten most of the quarter. And the Phantoms pick up the win. They win it 51-45. Good ball game, Wu Bei. We're going to be back for the boys game in just a few minutes. Final score, the Phoebus Phantoms 51, Hampton Crabbers 45.